Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's your team news. Liverpool taking on Maribor, the mighty Maribor, and I'm going to be very careful how I refer to them because this is the internet and it's the place where if you say stupid things, they come back to bite you. Let's look at the team news. Loris Karius in goal, as we knew would happen. He has been Liverpool's designated Champions League goalkeeper so far. The back four, I think largely we knew this was going to be the case. Trent Alexander-Arnold coming in for Joe Gomez at right back, otherwise unchanged. And the other three with Matip, Lovren and Moreno. The big change comes in midfield. Jordan Henderson drops down from the 6 to the bench. Emre Can likely to take his position with James Milner in a more free-roaming attacking midfield position. Now, we had this debate on the build-up show this week about a couple of things, about the Gomez thing and the Trent Alexander-Arnold thing, but also about the fact that Jordan Henderson's gone away with England. He's played a couple of games. He's played a lot of football. He was probably the guy in the midfield who needed to be rotated. And also, James Milner, I personally wanted us to find a way to get him into our team. Really, people can say what they want about James Milner. I think he's a very, very good footballer. But just because I think he's played well when he's been given the opportunity, and I don't think anyone, Wijnaldum had a good game at the weekend. I don't think Chan had a particularly good game. But no one's totally and utterly owning these positions. I think Milner's performed as well as any, and he's definitely due a game as well. And I think what it probably boils down to is you want Henderson back for the weekend, 100% fully fit and firing for the Spurs game. So for me, that makes sense, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And then up front, it's the three, you, again, largely expected. Salah, Firmino, Coutinho. Little disappointment maybe for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Looks so bright coming off the bench at the weekend that he doesn't get a start in this. Again, personally, I'd like to see Coutinho put into midfield, Oxlade-Chamberlain starting in one of the wide positions, or rest Salah and play Oxlade-Chamberlain from the right. Just to give him a go, give him a run, and maybe a game with Spurs on the horizon. They're thinking if there's one game you're going to drop him into, get him fired up for. There's a fan base who must properly hate him because of the Arsenal connection. Maybe it's that. But equally, Klopp's also talked about how he's not going to be getting in midfield anytime soon because he's not trained enough for that position to play in our midfield. So he's going to be used on the wings. And at the minute, if Coutinho's fit and if Salah's fit, he's going to go with those two guys because they're his preferred options. And I guess that's the reason behind this. But it's interesting that we've not gone a little bit more attacking because there will very much have been that option to put Chamberlain in the attack and make Coutinho another advanced midfielder. Give us some more keys to unlock doors and what have you. But similarly, it means that it allows the midfield to be a bit more compact, to be a bit more dominant, to know that any one of these guys can drop in and cover in this position. This can drop into a 2 or a 3 if we need it. Again, see what you want about Maribor, but what Liverpool cannot afford to do is to let another stupid goal or 2 in because, as we've seen, if we're being profligate in front of goal, if we're not scoring freely like we know we should do, then it stands to perfect reason that we want to make sure that we keep it as tight at the back as possible. Let us know your thoughts then on it. I'm going to jump into the comments right now. Kira619. Obviously a big Rey Mysterio fan, I can imagine. Would have liked Oxen Sturridge to start. Yeah, again, I think I made a case for Daniel Sturridge to start centre-forward. I think he's due a goal. I think he's due a performance. We've seen a couple of decent performances. I think Leicester away, he looked when he came off the bench, he looked really, really good. And I think he had those chances to win the game in Moscow, and it didn't work out for him in Newcastle. But we know if you play him enough, he's going to score goals. So I agree with that. But Klopp did say it wasn't an intense game against Man United, so there was no need for us to rotate because the legs haven't dropped off these guys effectively. Obey Vic says equally, you don't understand how much I want Sturridge to start. Try to explain it to me in the form of Christmas presents. In form of the Christmas present you've wanted the most in your life, explain to me how much you want. Daniel Sturridge in the comments, and I'll try and find that again in a moment. The mighty Sam, Solanke and Ox to get game time. Similarly, I really like Dom Solanke. I don't think he's done anything wrong with the opportunities he's been given. But again, we know what the manager's preferred team is, preferred system is. He's going to trust the guys that he knows he can trust because they've been there, they've done it, they've learned it, they know it inside and out. So it kind of makes sense for Bobby Firmino. I just hope that if we have to use a Solanke, I want to see him get more than like 5 minutes at the end of the game. I want to see him get a really good run out. Mike Tyson, Klopp's injecting Salah with a nitrous oxide turbo boost. I don't think he needs it. Imagine if you injected him with NOS, he would basically explode. And I'm not sure we want that. Steve Gerrard, wow. We seriously have to question what Klopp is actually thinking. Why? Can you explain that comment? I don't understand that, if I'm perfectly honest. I mean, I don't think we'll ever understand what he's thinking.
Steve Gerrard left another comment that says Milner should play against Tottenham, not Maribor. We need experience against Spurs, not Maribor. Poor decision making. Maybe.
I'm not sure that's enough to warrant like questioning the manager's mindset or whatever. Strange. Jack Furlong would have liked to see Andy Robertson at left back. Him and Moreno both playing really well. And this is the thing though. And this is why I made the case for Joe Gomez starting at right back. I just think we should keep the defence as stable as possible, because at the minute you just don't know how long it's going to be before Lovren picks up an injury and misses a game or whatever. So I'd like us to gain as much understanding as possible, because I think a lot of Liverpool's defensive issues are down to just we need to form a partnership, and the goalkeeper needs to work with all these, and we're already changing the goalkeeper to then change another member. I don't know, and I think that's why I think Moreno's come in. I think Moreno's been a combination of sound to really, really good so far this season. So unfortunately for Andy Robertson, he is going to have to bide his time. So have you got a couple for us?
Yeah, Brogan McKeown's left a couple of good ones. That's a very different team sheet. Like, happy with the back four, happy with the front three. Interesting to see Millie actually playing his position. Maribor are a team that's going to pressure us on the break and are going to be tough to break down. And again, said happy to see Milner in the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Rishav Joshi is Robertson injured? No, Klopp actually talked about it this week, and he mentioned Oxlade-Chamberlain. I think Robertson actually might have been interviewed. Anyway, the point is they're both settling in. We did something about this on a show this week. And again, if you ever want more thoughts and more insight into Liverpool, we do loads of shows on the redmentv.com. The Red News Roundup coming this week. We do the final word, just 60 minutes after every single match. And we were kind of hypothesising that because they've come in later on in the window, they haven't had the time to properly be trained on the club now. And once the season starts, you're playing 2 games a week, so you're not doing any special tactical training. You get your system and you drill down into it, and you just preparing for games and recovering. That's all you're really doing. So these guys haven't had a chance to be properly indoctrinated into the system. So Klopp's taking his time with them. And to be honest, whilst Moreno's performing like he's performing, it's kind of fine. And again, with Oxlade-Chamberlain, at the minute, he's just a nice option to have off the bench, if nothing else. FIFA Gaming said, where did you get the hoodie from, mate? It's from the Liverpool club store. I don't know if they make it anymore, but I love it, so I wear it a lot. Fair Ox should have started. Jennifer Brewer, Klopp moves in mysterious ways. He does. I think that's just how his limbs are coordinated. Side one more.
Luke Campano, do you think we'll change our formation by the end of the season? It just seems like teams are figuring out 4-3-3 far too easy.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's it. But I don't think that's it. I don't think it's been figured out, because ultimately, if the people we've got in the front 3 positions were just slightly more clinical in front of goal, which is the thing we know they can be, because all these guys can score double figures goals in a season, and if you've got 3 guys scoring 15 goals in a season, that's a pretty decent base. So I don't think it's been figured out. I just think it's luck as much as anything else. Look at that Spartak game a couple of weeks ago. We battered them chance after chance, causing problems, and just inevitably, though, all of this is just words until Liverpool actually turn it on and win a game. The people who are not convinced, people are saying I'm not convinced about Klopp and blah, blah, blah. I don't get it. And I get, like, people saying that it's one win in 8, but it's also only 1 defeat. Okay, 2 if you count the League Cup, but it's baffling to me. But that's just me. If you're wound up and whatever, it's entirely down to you to support Liverpool how you wish to support them. Just don't expect me to understand it. Thanks very much for watching. Live stuff coming at half-time and at full-time as well. Click the notification bell if you want to get it first. Subscribe to the Redmen TV. And if you want more, as ever, more in-depth action involving Liverpool Football Club, we've got a Lucas Leiva interview exclusive. If you love a bit of Lucas and you want a bit of an in-depth chat with him, it was great. What a man, what a hero. That's up on the website now. Go subscribe, support everything that we do. Much appreciated, of course. What a long journey we've been on, and we're here because of the people who do subscribe to the website, so thank you very much. Anyway, guys, enjoy the game. Come on, you Redmen.